Can't expect to fare so well every day.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies. Each to their own. A profitable endeavour.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
We are none of us alike in vocation. 'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
A hidden path? I suppose no sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
What's more, we've travelled for some time without a mage in our party.
We've no need of a healer if we never get hit. Of course, that is a feat easier said than done.
See you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
Let me get that. to the remarkable treasure we've found.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
What have I done to deserve this? I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
wish me to return? At once, Master.
So, this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
'Tis as you say.
I have nothing further to add. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Pitiable and listen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Why not buy your wares here today, sir? Hope to see you again.
Shackled by a foul curse, robbed of all memory. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
Oh, I can't complain, really.
How might I serve you, Arisen? We may benefit from pursuing the information. There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? 'Tis no quiet life, mind. The roads can be perilous. Much obliged, sir.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
I only work when I fancy, but I get by.
'Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
Shall I assist? I shall see it done. This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Well, you ought to not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these, if 'tis to be of use. We
Must take care not to throw it away by mistake. Nothing's coming to me, Master. Methinks we've earned a brief repose. What say you, Arisen? I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer... I thank you for the chance to hone my swordsmanship, and in good company at that.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way.
Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth.
So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it.
But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful.
Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
To do. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. Going on.
Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
If I could find a noble to take me. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Time to be heading home.
There's aught to be said for peace and quiet. As my feet always lead me
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
sharp resist.
Have you need of me?
Time to be heading. There's aught to be said for peace and quiet. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
There's a ladder here.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Return by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no... But I shan't take up any more of your time.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets.
Always a pleasure.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time I went looking.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them. We have found a material.
I couldn't live with myself.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients if you know what they are. Do come again.
You ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Mayhaps this time I went looking for. That place puts my ears. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need... something?
Always a pleasure.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Now, Sir Gregor wants a word, eh? Hardly surprising. The Arisen's attentions are always in demand. Person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps this time I went looking for him.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Do come again.
It takes two to make a sale, and this... seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Good. We're here. Well met.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Not a foe in sight.
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.